Hi, and welcome to your weekly market review. I'm your host, Nick Rower, joined today by Paula Week, Manager of Investment Research and Portfolio Manager here at CLS Investments. Welcome, Paula.
Thank you.
So let's jump right in. AdvisorOne allocations, part of the core strategy here at CLS. Give us a brief on the performance.
The AdvisorOne strategies are doing really well so far year to date relative to their benchmarks and relative to the S&P 500, mainly because international markets have been outperforming. So we've had an emphasis in emerging markets for quite some time. And at the latter half of the year, last year, we started adding to developed areas such as Europe and Japan. As you know, the economic data continues to get better, it seems. So.
Okay, great. Well, let's stay with economics. You recently wrote about the economic surprise indices in the U.S. and then also several other international regions. What's the data telling us?
Well, historically, there's been a significant correlation between where the index is and then future market performance. And so right now, what the economic surprise index for the U.S. is telling us is that it is showing a negative reading. It's showing a negative reading in the 50s. And so that could give us a warning as to maybe we're going to start seeing some slower growth in the U.S. And then on the contrary, in Europe, it's showing a positive reading in the 40s. And so that trend just keeps on continuing to get better and better.
So as long as we're talking positive about international, let's stay on the subject. CLS speaks a lot about international. Is that because you're trying to establish or emphasize your place as a global asset allocator?
That is certainly part of the reason. But the other part is that a lot of investors, it's just human nature to want to invest in where it feels familiar. So they like to invest in the U.S. because it feels safe to them. And that's not necessarily where their portfolio should be allocated.
Right.
And so we just try to make sure that we try to ground the investor, make sure that they're diversified, and international investment is a big part of that.
Well, great. Thanks for the insight today.
No problem.
Well, that'll do it for this week. As always, thank you for your time and trust in CLS Investments.